Hi you guys, it's your girl Pretty Girl Peeps, and I'm just here to do a quick get ready with me. I was going to be doing my makeup anyway, so I figured why not do a get ready with me. I haven't done one of those in a long time. I do like doing the Facebook lives, the Instagram lives, but a lot of times when I'm doing those, I don't really have like a lot of time to talk about stuff I really want to talk about, because I'm answering questions, things like that, which I don't mind. You still ask questions on this video, but I just want to do a get ready with me. I want to do like a Black History Month, African flag inspired, black, red, some green. Want to do a makeup look on that today. And so pretty much it's not going to be like me explaining what I'm using. I'm just going to be talking and doing my makeup, and you guys just happen to be here. But if you have any questions, definitely let me know. But I'm just going to go ahead and get started. So with me doing the Black History Month type of makeup, I'm also going to do a hairstyle as well. Like right now what you see is just like a braid out that I have done. And then I just got in the shower and it got a little wet. It's going to go with the hairstyle I'm doing later. And before I even get started, let me just point something out before somebody else points it out for me. My skin is doing the Watusi right now, and that's because it's my time of the month. That is something I tell people, like, be cognizant of. And I normally do like a mask or something, but I just haven't had time. But around my time of the month, I always try to do some type of mask or something, because my skin just be on, like, my skin is like on 10 sometimes during my time of the month. So yeah, that's kind of what happens there. But yeah, my skin be on 10. But back to what I was talking about. I think Black History Month is wonderful. I love the concept. I love about learning more about your history. But I feel like Black History Month, it should be like a continuation, like year through, that you're learning stuff about your culture, about yourself, and you're loving on yourself. I think that's another big part we typically do miss, is, making sure that with this Black History Month, we're also learning more about ourselves and learning more to love ourselves, because then we can love others and help build our community as well. Because representation is important, and representation of ourselves is important as well. Sorry, I had to go get my other makeup bag. But representation, like I was saying, is just very important. Like, you want to represent yourself well, but you also want to be like, an example for the people coming under you, in a sense. And I feel like that's what's important to me, is like, building a bridge for those who are going to follow behind you. I think it's really important as we celebrate Black History Month. I think that's really important, and creating a new future and a new narrative for us and our people. Keyword, I said us, creating a new narrative. I feel like, we don't have to wait on somebody to save us or to do it. We can save ourselves. There was once upon a time a black Wall Street. And, things like that helping the economy are really powerful. More powerful than what we know, I feel like. So I feel like that's something we need to kind of get back to in our communities. And I get it, it's hard, but I do feel like we need to get back to it at some point. But yeah, like I said, I definitely think, we are making strides in so many different areas. And, I just see so many things that I feel like our youth are going to do, and make changes to the country and make changes for the culture. And just overall be great. And I think that's something else that I personally feel like is Black excellence isn't like one thing and one thing only. Like, Black excellence isn't just, okay, you got a degree, so that's Black excellence. Or, oh, you're popping and you're on this TV show, so that's Black excellence. Black excellence can be shown in a lot of different industries, a lot of different ways. Helping out in your community, to me, is Black excellence. Doing community service, which I used to do a world of a lot more community service, and I really want to get back into that mindset and do more community service. So I definitely have some community service projects planned this year for my personal brand, and I want to start helping out with other people's community services as well. But that used to be really important to me. I feel like you have to give back, because somebody helped you at some point in your life, in some area in your life. Somebody was able to help you get to where you are. So I feel like it's kind of our moral responsibility to give back in some way, shape, or form. And that kind of made me forget what I was getting at. But that's what I like about the Get Ready with Me's. You know, you kind of just can talk and kind of, you know, go on your tangents and talk about the topics you want to talk about. But oh, I was saying how like black excellence is like seen in different ways. You know, like how you want to portray your black excellence. I feel like it's up to you. But I feel like it's not one size fits all. It's not only like your black excellence if you went to college, or your black excellence if you made it to the NBA, or your black excellence because of X, Y, and Z. Like, I feel like it has so many different faces in our community amongst our people that, you know, it's not one size fits all. And we really got to learn how to celebrate each other's successes better. Yes, we need to learn how to do that better. I feel like we only celebrate certain successes, or once people get to a certain level. You know, people need that encouragement sometimes. And, you know, the young people, if you're only celebrating one type of person and they don't fit into that mold, it's kind of discouraging. And, you know, we do it to ourselves. That's the sad part. You know, we got to be encouraging and making sure ourselves are good and we're good in-house, you know, and not always looking for outside approval or outside praise. You know, we got to really get back to that, uplifting each other. You know, it shouldn't be a competition. You know, that's just like me and somebody else. If we're in the same industry, you know, and you're another black woman doing makeup, cool, I salute you, you know. I hope you make it. I hope we both make it, you know. That's just how I look at it. Like, I really hope. So I don't remember what I was talking about. And my camera died, and then I think I just overfilled my eyebrows. But once I put it all together, it'll be cool. It'll be cool once I put it all together. So I ain't really tripping too much. So just ignore it for right now. So then I'm just gonna prime my eyelids. Some LA Girl concealer. Like so. I'll take a little bit from this one and put it over here, because this one has more. But yeah, I just think we just gotta celebrate each other more. Like, celebrate each other's successes and triumphs and be there for each other when we fall. Like I'll be walking and like I'm just the type of person who smiles, and I'll see like, you know, my campus doesn't have a lot of women of color, people of color in general. And I'll just speak. And some people will just be like looking like it's a ghost. Like, no, it should not be like that. Like, why can't we speak to each other? Like, I'm not trying to take your spot. And I get it. We've kind of always grew up with this, hey, somebody's going to take your spot. But it's like, hey, clearly if we're both here, clearly we both already got a spot. I'm not trying to take yours, you know? And anyways, what they say, don't let no freshman take your spot. Like, hey, you know, you can still be kind and secure the bag, secure your spot at the same time if you know what you're doing, you know? But don't let no freshman take your spot. Like, I truly believe in that. Don't let no freshman take your spot. For real, for real. Don't let that happen. That's real. Let no freshman take your spot, B. But, you know, you can smile at people. You could be nice. You could be kind. You know, you could say hello. Yeah, you could do that. And that's like totally okay to do. And it doesn't make you less than, or it's not like you helping this other person get on their feet. Like, you ain't gotta get nobody the whole sauce, but why can't we be nice? Why can't I compliment you if you're in the same industry? Why can't I put hearts under your picture? Like, we need to support each other more. Like, for real, for real. Other people do it, you know, like, that's how different cultures, you know, get ahead to me personally. Like, and beyond that, we need it. Like, we get beat down so much. We just need that support from each other. I personally feel that way anyway. But that's just me. I guess I'm going to get started on the look. I'm just going to use this red out of it's my Ray Ray palette, this little sunset red right here. And get it popping. This is going to be my base. It's going to start the look off. But something else I kind of want to talk about was the Black Panther movie that is coming out. It's coming out. It's coming out. Siren. No, I sound like a siren. But yeah, it's coming out. And it's so cool. Like, I think especially like seeing so many of the schools like sending kids to see it and the kids getting super hype about it. Like, I just really personally just think that's so dope that these kids are so excited to go see this movie. Because like I said earlier, representation matters. Like, seeing this on the screen and seeing that it's okay for us to thrive, and that, you know, Black history, the narrative didn't start and end with slavery. That, you know, that's an important part of our history and an important part of our past. But we were kings and queens, and we could be superheroes, and we could be popping. Like, that's so important, you know, to show that representation, you know, to the kids. They need to see that. You know, just like, I feel like, what was the movie that came out? Why can't I remember the name of it right now? I know you guys know what I'm talking about with the 3 lady scientists. Yeah, man, I really wish I could think of the name of it right now. But you know what I'm talking about. That movie had little girls thinking like they could be scientists, they could be mathematicians, because they can. But they need to see that. They need to see that shown. They need to see it represented. They need to see that it's cool. Like, you don't have to just do 2 careers and that's all that you are limited to do. You should be able to do whatever you want. You should be able to excel in whatever type of career you want. Black girl magic is real. Black boy magic is real. It's real. Like, and we should be out here excelling. Like, hooping, it should not be the only thing that we should tell our little black boys they can do. They need to see movies like that and see that they have superpowers, that they are superhuman, that they can change the world. You know, they need to see that. That's important. You know, I remember seeing Grey's Anatomy, you know, once I got older, of course, but just looking at Shonda Rhimes, like, you know, she's black and she's doing it so big. And I was like, I gotta be on that show. Or seeing Tyra Banks, America's Next Top Model, like, look at these beautiful black women. I could do that too. That was important to me. You know, representation is so important. And we have to really, like, show our kids, you know, okay, let me help you when they come to us and they say, oh, I want to be such and such and such. You know, don't be dream killers all the time. You know, like, sometimes really hear them out. Like, maybe that's not their strong suit and you know that. You know, but if it's something they haven't even tried, help them try that if you have the resources. If you don't have the resources, look into scholarships. Look into different programs that might offer it to lower income families. You know, like if your daughter's really into math, you know, there's Brown Girls Can Code. There's things like, there's so many different options that I think would be super popping. So yeah, that's just my thoughts on that. I mean, what do you guys think about representation? Like I said, I personally think it's so important to have representation. Personally, I do personally think it's so important to have representation. Like, in things that we can believe in. And this is in no way, no shade to anybody else, anything like that. But, you know, I'm talking about my people right now. You know, I'm a proud black woman. This is my natural hair. You know, I think sometimes people assume, oh, you wear wigs, you wear weaves, you're not as black. And that's something else we got to stop doing. Like, I haven't had a perm in my hair for 9, 10 years going on, something like that. You know, that doesn't make me any less black, or that doesn't make someone else any more black than me, you know. Like, we look down on each other for the littlest, smallest, trivial things, you know. And it doesn't have to be that way, you know. It really doesn't. You know, we should support each other a lot more in all aspects, you know. Like, you see somebody doing their thing, let them know. They could be on their last leg, you know, and they could be like, dang, I really don't even want to do this, you know, whatever they were pursuing anymore. I don't want to do it anymore. But your little words of encouragement could make all of the difference, you know, and that's important, you know, that we have each other's backs. And I keep getting on random tangents. But what else do I want to talk about? I want to talk about, what was I saying? I wanted to talk about the Black Panther movie. Like, are you guys hyped that it's coming out? Do you guys want to see me do a review on it once it comes out? I'm going to go into this black beauty color from the It's My Ray Ray palette right here. And just kind of go on the outside. Because originally I thought I wanted to do like the black for the smoke, then do the red and the green inside. But now, as you can see, I'm like going in a totally different direction. And that's what else I love about these Get Ready With Me's. Like, I don't feel like contained to like a certain type of look. Like, I feel confident that I could kind of do something different if I want to, and that's okay. So I'm just going to put a little bit of this black on here. I don't want it to be like the focus. I just want it to be like noticeable. Hopefully it makes sense what I'm trying to do, what I'm trying to say. Like I want it to be more like this C. Like, but yeah, I'm really excited about the movie, to see it. You know, I'm a big comic book movie fan anyway. So I'm super duper hyped. But you know, I'm last minute. So I did not get my tickets in time. So I'm kind of like a little discouraged looking at some of these tickets. And, you know, I told my husband, like, we need to pick out seats. You need to let me know what seats you want. And he still haven't really let me know yet. So hopefully we still get a seat. I'm hoping we still get a seat. But we'll see. We'll see. We will see. We will see. We will see. We will see. And I'm just trying to blend this out. Because the look I'm going for, I know what I'm going for in my head. So just let it play out. 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 And I just washed my brushes recently, and I feel like sometimes when I wash them and then I don't use them immediately, they kind of like dry out. Hopefully that makes sense. But yeah, these are just my thoughts. And sometimes with my makeup looks, I'll have something in mind and I go too far in one direction. So now I'm kind of just like, well, dang, I want to add some more red, because now you really can't see the red. So I'm just kind of going to go around where I had that black and just pop on more red to like blend it all out. So yeah, I mean, this is just a look I'm just kind of making up as I go. And I'm just talking to you guys. So sometimes, like, if I stop talking, that means I'm trying to concentrate and figure out where I want to go next with the look. And then sometimes to me, a look doesn't look right until you actually put on your foundation and really see how it's going to look. But I just want to do something different, you know, with my makeup, and just, you know, show my love. My love and affection. But yeah, I think it's gonna be lit. Lit, lit, lit. Lit like bit. Lit, lit, lit. Lit like bit. Lit. Lit like bit. And now I got that little black in there. It's just doing its own thing. So yeah. That's that. And that's why I normally have my phone on airplane mode. I don't know if y'all just saw that. Like, I just got totally freaked out because my phone just went off. And it totally threw me off. So yeah, on this side, it's just a little bit too much of this black. So I'm going to fix that in a second. I want to put a little bit more of that green. I think I want to put a little bit more of the darker green on it. Because even though I like that it's popping, I kind of want a little bit of that dark green on there too. But I don't know, these are just my thoughts, man. I'm just flowing right now. Like, and I'm not perfect. I'm not, you know, a Black Panther. I'm not, you know, I don't know everything. But these are just my thoughts, you know. But these are just my thoughts. I'm so happy that so many schools and so many people are starting to, like, see the benefit in taking their students to go see this, and see how happy it's going to make, you know, a lot of students that they'll be able to see this movie. But yeah, if you see me getting quiet, I'm just trying to figure out the look. These eyes, this red turned into something else. And it hurt my little feelings. So then I'm going to get a clean blending brush. A clean one. Gonna find my clean blending brush. Blending brush. So that I can do a little dibble dabble. So I have this brush from my Urban Decay brushes. And I just want to put a little brown on this to just kind of make it a little less intense up top. Just a little bit. Not a lot. Just a little bit. Make it just a little less intense up top. But I want it to be intense. I want you to see it. I want it to make sense. I want you to see me. See me. See me. Yeah. But yeah, these are just my thoughts. Just my thoughts. Just my thoughts. Who are some black women, black men who inspire you? I have so many. I feel like I couldn't name everybody, and it would be unfair to start naming people because I love so many, you know? I think there's so many people who make an impact on a daily that don't get recognized, and then there's so many who do get recognized. So, yeah. And I don't know where this long wing just came from, but we gonna go with it. I'm feeling it though, you know? I'm feeling it. And this is matte, so it dries really fast. So you gotta go ahead and do what you're gonna do, and do it quick, cause it's gonna dry real fast. But yeah. So I really love this liner because it's like matte, but you gotta move super fast with it. This is the NYX matte liquid liner. This look is coming out really like vibrant and different. I think I like it. I think I like it a lot. Minus these eyebrows, which I may totally erase, totally come back, and totally fix. But yes, just a simple wing. Just a simple wing. I'm just gonna try to clean it up a little bit before it dries. That's all I'm gonna do. But yeah. Where are my little wipes? I know I always tell y'all about my wipes. I don't know where I put my wipes. Where my wipes? 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 Wait, where my wipes? Where my wipes? Where my wipes? Where my wipes? That brings up my next thing about Black History Month so lit. I don't know about y'all, but I personally love bounce music from New Orleans. I love so many different types of music. I feel like people are just always like, I didn't know you listen to that kind of music. Yep, I listen to so much. So many different types of music do I listen to. But yeah, I like bounce. I like Big Frida. I like anything that they put that New Orleans bounce beat on, but I love me some Big Frida, give me one more chance. Big Frida, give me one more chance. I like rap, I like trap, I like pop, I like jazz, I like gospel, I like R&B, I like old school R&B, I like new school R&B, I like mumble rap, I like rap. I like a lot of stuff. And that's cool. I think we have to get to a point to where we appreciate the differences. You know, not every black person is going to fit in one box. I feel like I keep saying that, but it's so important. Yeah. You know, I just feel like, hey, let people live. Let people do their thing sometimes, you know? Let people have things. I can't remember who said that. That let people have things. And I want to put some gold glitter on this look. I don't know if I'm going to do that or not. If I do it, it'll be towards the end once I put on my lashes and stuff. But I have this this NYX liquid crystal body liner that I want to put on this look. But I kind of like it just lit, just like this. Like, I kind of don't even want to add nothing to it. I don't even think I'm going to add nothing to it. I'm going to just let it marinate, let it do its thing, let it hang out. So my favorite lashes are the Ardell Studio Effects, almost any kind. I haven't tried this 110, so I'm going to try them. See what they look like. I was going to try my Demi Wispies. It's kind of cool to have options. But I want to save those for my Valentine's Day look. And I know I can wash my lashes before somebody's like, you can wash your lashes. I know you can wash your lashes. But I don't feel like it. So, yeah. And I am going to probably do a hair video. And I'll probably do my slow-mo, my little reel with the half wig. We are so versatile, though. That's something else I just love. And I'll get back to the music in a second, because I was going somewhere with that. But I just love how versatile we are when it comes to looks. Like, I feel like we all be slaying in our own different ways. Like, we all be slay bae in, like, different ways. And I think that's so dope, that we're all slay bae in different ways, in our own ways. You know, the punk rock girl, the goth girl, the glamour girl, the tom girl, the girl in the WNBA, the guy in the NBA. We all be slaying in all our shades and things of melanin. That's so cool to me. But yeah, this was just a video I wanted to do. I was supposed to do it last year, and I think I did like a Super Bowl video or something instead. And I was like, this year, nah. Or nah. I still might do a Super Bowl video too, but I was like, no, I want to do something like history related. It's like, I'm just going to do it, you know? I don't see a lot of them here on YouTube, but that don't mean I can't do one, you know? Sometimes you just got to do something different. And if people like it, they like it. If they don't, they don't. They don't. They don't. Yeah, we're versatile when it comes to the hair. I know I change my hair like every couple of weeks. I know people be looking at me like they're crazy. But I just get bored. And I'm just like, if I see something and I like it, I want to try it. I'm just that kind of person. I want to try it. Let me try it. Let me try it. And for lashes, for lash glue, I'm using the House of Lashes lash glue. Let me get my mirror. That big gold mirror. Kind of touch that mirror. That big gold mirror. Toot. But yeah. I don't know what my phone is doing. It was playing music and now it's not. Now it's not playing music. That's cool, because you know YouTube would have took me down for that anyway. For playing music. Okay, so after that brief intermission, I'm back. Sorry, my camera died. My bad. So clearly, the elephant in the room, I changed my hair that quick in that intermission. I put on my other lash that quick in the intermission. So this is the hair that I have on. Hopefully you guys can see that. It is a sensational instant weave. This is the Fiji style, and like I had told y'all, I just wanted to do something a little different until I go get my hair did for V-Day, and I don't want to put no more heat in my hair. I've really been trying to keep heat out of my hair, especially now that I have color in my hair, so it's really important that I do other stuff. So I'm just gonna tuck and move, and if you guys want me to do a review on this, if I like it, if I didn't like it, I will do that for you. So as far as my face, which is what I'm gonna go ahead and get started on now, I'll see if I need to redo my eyebrows once I do my foundation. That'll be more of a thing. But for primer, I'm going to use the Smashbox Photo Finish Primerizer, which is right here. And yeah, I'm just going to get back to talking and doing makeup. Like I said, I really love like just doing get ready with me's. I wish I could do more. But a lot of times I get asked to do tutorials. But I like doing these. I like to talk a lot, actually. And I just got a new edge brush, so y'all tell me if y'all like the way I got my edges swooped that out. And because my skin is going through a lot, I'm using the Smashbox Primerizer today because I have some oily spots today. I have some acne prone spots today. I just have a lot going on today. What do you guys think about these lashes? But I'm gonna just let this sit for a second. But I was talking about, like, I love our versatility. And I never really have one direct thing I'm going to talk about. I just want to talk about, like, Black History Month. And representation is important because I saw versatility in so many strong women in my family that was so important. Like, my big sister wears hair like this. And that's why I like wearing hair like this. And hopefully she'll watch this. My big sister Tammy. She always is changing her hair. And she looks good in whatever she changes her hair to. So that, like, inspired and encouraged me to really, once I got older, to want to experiment and try things with my hair and do things with my hair. And that's why representation is so important. We have to teach expression. You know, there's some forms of expression that, you know, could be detrimental to others or could be hurtful to a child or to themselves. But for the most part, if it's not hurting them or hurting somebody else, let them express themselves, you know, visually. You know, especially once they get older. You know, a lot of times in our community, it'll be like, why you wearing your hair natural? Why you wearing your hair straight? Let people live. Let people have things. Damn. Had to say it. Okay, so for my foundation, I am going to be using the Fit Me foundation of Maybelline in the color 330. This bottle, I think, is pretty empty. I've been holding on, but we're going to see how much I can get out of here. I think it's time to throw it away. It's time to throw it away. Ain't nothing coming out. Ain't nothing coming out of that bad boy. So next, what's going to happen is I'm going to just pour it in the other one. But yeah, representation is so important. Like, you know, we have to support each other. We have to make things happen. You know, and I don't really want to talk about it much right now. But like my community service that I'm doing this year, like, it's all about representation, all about, like, let's help each other. And I'm going to use my damp not beauty blender, my damp Real Technique sponge to just blend it all over my face. But yeah, we just need we need representation. We need more people going to back to the schools. Go back to the schools you came from and, like, show the kids, like, you can make it. And don't feel like you have to be in any certain profession to be able to go back and give back. Like, you don't. You don't have to have $1 million to go back and read with kids for a day, or just give them some time. Give them some of your time and some of your energy. Like, they need that, you know, especially students of color. They really need that you going back into the schools and speaking to them and teaching them that they can be anything they want to be. Anything big or anything small. Representation is so important. But like I was saying, representation matters. Go back to these schools, you know, donate to these schools. Do stuff for these schools. Do stuff in your community. Buy back the block. You know, buy some businesses in your area. You know, team up with some of your people and buy some businesses in your area. And these are all things I need to do more of too. I'm preaching to myself. I'm preaching to you. You know, I work with college students. I work with college students of color all the time. I'm always trying to encourage them, inspire them to keep going because they need it. They want to be somebody. They want to do something. Some of them come from areas to where people don't talk to them about funding. People don't talk to them about financial aid. They know nothing about it. People don't talk to them about what their aspirations, what their dreams are. Sometimes kids and you know, young adults just want you to talk to them. They just want to know somebody cares sometimes. And, you know, if we're building up this black community, that's something we all have to be a part of, is that process. So for the concealer, I'm just going to use the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer in the color Sucre Diorje. And I mean, like I said, I'm guilty of it too. And I used to go back to my high school a lot more. And that's something I want to do. I mean, my community service, without giving too much away, is going to deal with education. I actually have two different ones. Both of them are going to deal with education. One is going to deal with my hometown, and one is going to deal with the town that I live nearby, which is Inkster, Michigan, which is also a very underutilized, under-resourced area. But I'll talk more about it once I get more details, of course. But yeah, just, you know, we all have a gift to give to this world. All of us, whether it's big, whether it's small. And that's why I think Black history and just black people in general, we lit. We lit. Black people are lit. We got to keep that fire going for those behind us. You know, it's not just, it can't just be about you. It can't. You got to be doing it for somebody else. You got to be doing it for those who are coming behind you. Like, think about it. Like, next time you're at the barbershop and you see a young man and he's looking all sad and stuff, you know, he might not have a father around. Or, you know, ask him, you know, if he does have a father, you know, or, you know, he just wants, you know, to know more about you or what you do. You know, if his parents are cool with it, you know, maybe become a mentor for this young man. You know, I feel like there aren't enough mentorship programs anymore. Like, there used to be so many, and that was so valuable for me. I was like in a teen group for the sorority that I'm now a part of, and like having those women in my life was so influential. Like, they were so influential. And you know, one of my advisors, she passed on my husband's birthday last year, a couple months ago, and it's still kind of fresh. You know, I'm still kind of dealing with that, but that was so helpful just to know that someone cares. You know, someone cares, somebody's there, somebody's mentoring, somebody's making sure I get my homework done, somebody's making sure that I'm staying on top of my grades, somebody's making sure that I know how to run a meeting. You know, like, those little things mean so much to people. And it's just like, you can make such a huge impact. So why not make a huge impact, you know, if you are able to financially do so. And even if you're not financially able to do so, sometimes time is the most important things these kids need. They need your time. They need the resources. Or, you know, sometimes even the elderly in our community. If you see an elderly person, you know, shoveling, or, you know, they can't do certain things on their own and they're in your neighborhood, you know, their kids are going, you know, sometimes volunteer to help them out too, you know. Or if you have an extra something, sometimes volunteer, make one less trip for them, you know. It's just about just helping each other out at the end of the day, you know. And I'm just thankful that we're starting to make so many achievements and we're starting to salute each other. You know, we need more moments like Taraji P. Henson had with Viola Davis, to where she was like so geeked, so lit, you know, that she made that happen. Or how Issa Rae and what's her name, Yvonne, I can't think of her last name. She's Nigerian. And I just feel like, hey, salute each other sometimes. Get you that bestie, and y'all salute each other. Y'all rock out, and y'all make some things happen in your community. You know, the world needs it. You know, like Diddy and Puff, I don't know what they got going on, what they about to do. It's about to be something, though. I'm not sure what it is, who it's going to impact, what difference it's going to make, but it's going to make a difference, baby. It's going to make a difference. I can't tell you what kind of difference it's going to make. I am going to spray my face down. I feel like I've just been ranting and on a whole bunch of tangents, but it's all so important. And I think, you know, we expect these schools to teach our kids stuff, and they do teach them a lot of stuff, and school is so beneficial. But, you know, we got to teach them at home, too. You got to do both. You got to be able to, you know, teach them about their history as well. You know, it's important. It's all important, you know. For my highlighter, I am going to use this French toast from It's My Rere. And I'm just going to put that on all my highlighted areas, just to give me a little bit of glisten. Little black girl golden magic. Nothing too heavy. Just a little razzle dazzle. And then I think I want to put a little bit of that radiant on top of it, just to give it a little bit of even more intense glamour, glitz. Put a little bit over the nose, over that area, and just blending that all out, like so. Then I'm just going to take my beauty blender and blend. Time is running out, but I just want to end with this. Just, you know, let's be great. Let's be great. Let's be great.